I think we'll be quick on this one because I have a feeling you won't want to talk about this one. Draymond Green hit somebody again. He hit Jusuf Nurkic. Uh, it's like I've been saying for weeks, Carter. It's about time somebody steps in and makes sure that this prominent figure in basketball in the state of Michigan just keeps his hands to himself. How many incidents are we going to have to sit back and watch somebody of this platform, of this importance, just go be irresponsible and put others in danger? It's really sad. It's really sad.
I am a Michigan State fan through and through. I love Draymond Green. I always love Draymond Green. I'm starting to get sick of Draymond Green shit. Like, come on, man. Like,
Whoa.
why just like incidents that happen in the past? Like, I think you can look at everyone in like a different type of light. Like, I honestly personally had no trouble or issue with him like choking out Rudy Gobert while he was in a fight with another teammate. That one I can look the other way on. Last night, you just blatantly turned around in a game you were in, by the way, in a game where your team needs you, and you turned around and you just slapped Yusuf Nurkic. Like, what are you doing, man? And now, based on this, you're probably going to be suspended more games. So at what point are you just like, bro, you're hurting your team? I get who you are. I'm unapologetically Draymond Green. I'll never apologize to anybody. That's all good and well. So you're missing games and hurting your team.
Yeah, at some point he became the meme. That's how I feel, right? Like he's always had like a side persona that's been more shtick, I think, than basketball player. And I don't want to say when I say shtick, like the persona's a shtick. I don't mean to say he's being a fraud. I don't mean to say he's faking the toughness, any of that. Draymond is a tough guy. Draymond is a like, I will fight you guy. That's not a shtick. That's not him playing into anything, pretending he's something he's not. That's who Draymond is. Been that way. He loves confrontation. He's always loved confrontation. He's also been a great leader for pretty much his entire career up until I would say about a year ago when it seems like it became more about Draymond than it became about his team for, in my opinion, the first time in his career. Like, to me, I get he didn't like Jordan Poole, and that's a Michigan State thing that runs deep. And I just look, you can't come up with two guys who are more different in how they're wired mentally than Jordan Poole and Draymond Green. But I also strongly believe, like, we watched it happen. We watched Jordan Poole be an integral part of a championship team with Draymond. Like that happened. Like it happened. So at a certain point, like for you to do what you did to Poole and get physical with him, I don't care what he said. That ain't leadership for someone that's serious about winning championships. Like that ain't an end of the bench guy. And I get that Jordan Poole looks horrible now. Jordan Poole's career is essentially ruined by that incident. And Jordan Poole owns some of that, but I mean, Draymond made it clear it's never going to work with me and Jordan Poole again. He wouldn't go to dinner with him after. That's him prioritizing himself and his persona over his team and winning. Now here he is doing this again in the middle of a game for no reason. And if you listen to his post game, it's like he says, "I don't apologize for anything I do, but I do apologize to Nurkic because I didn't intend to hit him." Come on, what was he intending to
Crazy.
do? What was he intending
That's
to do?
just crazy. That's just crazy. That's like when I intend not to have a sweet treat after dinner, but I always do. Like let's come on now, Draymond. Like we're really doing that. It's like I think you honestly summed it up pretty well. He's making himself. It's now becoming Draymond is bigger than the team, and it's affecting the team. Like wins and losses, him being on the floor wise. He's gonna get suspended for this. Like given the history, given the last suspension he had, like this has the chance to be like an 8-10 game suspension for a Warriors team that needs him because Klay Thompson looks like off-brand Alec Burks now. Like the Klay Thompson hasn't been good. They need Draymond on this team. He does a lot for this team. Steph loves him. Like it's just he's hurting the team at this point. Wiggins isn't playing well. It's just like you said, it's just making himself bigger than the team, and I don't think it has ever been that up until as of recently, like one or two times I can speak on. So uh, at a certain point, like isn't somebody in the Warriors organization be like, Draymond, I get it. You're you. We love you for you. But also like, can you change you a little bit? You're
Yeah,
also
I mean,
30.
there's no changing. There's no changing.
Also like Draymond's like what, 36?
I'm not an ageism podcaster,
I
so
am at a certain age. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. What someday there's going to be a documentary made about Draymond. It's going to be an all timer because he had great moments in college that were like toughness, leadershipy. Like he out rebounded Michigan's entire team one time, and like I don't know, just talked his shit while doing it. Obviously, he's a great player with all this winning, and he was an integral part of all the Warriors stuff. He also like had the moment where he basically punched LeBron in the finals, got suspended, and ruined that for his team, right? Like, if Draymond
Mhm.
doesn't do that, the Warriors have another ring. There's no question. He cost his team a ring doing that. Then he cost his team Kevin Durant. Like that's well documented. Kevin Durant was like, "I'm not playing with this dude no more. Goodbye." So then he cost his team Jordan Poole, and now I think this is the
Hey,
smallest
he should have cost him Jordan Poole.
I
Jordan Poole
guess.
Jordan Poole is fraudulent.
Again, I think he was a real contributor on a title team.
He was for that one, but I think if you that's a subject we can have for another day. There's a lot of NBA championships and a lot of NBA trajectories that are changed by one player's like one season or one playoff run.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
because Wiggins had an outer body experience last year or the 2 years ago when they won the championship, that really helped them win a championship. Like Wiggins was one of the best
yeah,
two-way players in the league. Now he looks awful.
I think a lot of it's like personnel and system, but like it also happened. Like you can't you have to objectively say like Jordan Poole was scoring 20 a game in the finals. Like that happened. I watched it. So like even if it's not happening now, even if Jordan Poole is clearly never going to be a first option on a winning team, it happened in a spot where he really impacted winning for Golden State for one finals. Like that happened. And that could have happened more if the incident didn't happen between the two of them. Like it worked in that system. If we know it doesn't work anywhere else, it worked in that system. And Golden State ended up needing more firepower to win last year.
I
So
think a lot of people wanted to punch Jordan Poole. I think Draymond's just the one that did it.
I think a lot of people would love to punch Draymond. They just know they'd get punched back if they do, harder and worse. Like, this doesn't have to be a Michigan State thing because, like I said, two very different people. There's a lot of negative sides to Jordan Poole. There's a lot of negative sides to Draymond right now. And as far as incidents go, it's Draymond versus Juwan Howard for who can have more before they go away into the wilderness.
Who do you think will have more?
I would say they both have four right now. I'm probably missing some from Draymond, but I would call the LeBron thing an incident. I would call the Jordan Poole thing an incident. I would call this an incident.
What about the Sabonis?
Sabonis is an incident, so that's four.
Yeah.
And yeah, Juwan's got the Turgeon scrap, the guard scrap, the technical when he wasn't coaching, and now Sanderson. So 4-4.
It's
I
gonna be a
think
bad. It's gonna be a bad.
I think Draymond's going to stay in the league longer than Juwan's going to stay at Michigan, so I'll go Draymond.
Okay. I think I'm going to make a bet. This is Draymond's last incident this season.
Why? Because he's suspended and never returns.
No, I just think like this one is going to hit different. Like second suspension of the season, it has to. If it doesn't, then we got to have a real conversation about what the hell is going on with Buddy.
I think Draymond Green should be Tom Izzo's successor at Michigan State, and I think he will have as many Juwan Howard like incidents as Juwan did. If he
That'd
was
be classic.
would be classic, be kind of fun. All right, let's stop talking about Draymond.